White Fang, Wooden, Thomas and Friends, Episode 2. What was that, Percy? Percy, the small green engine, did many jobs. Sometimes he pulled the mail. Sometimes he did shunting or did special jobs like carrying a giant balloon or meeting with his friend Gator. But today he was shunting in the shunting house. It was a quiet day. Some cars were sitting inside. Percy was just shunting some cars that would have to go to the quarry sometime. Percy soon back and the turntable turned. Then James came hopping with some trucks and soon stopped. "Hello, James," said Percy. James didn't answer. "James!" said Percy. James still didn't answer. "James!" Percy screamed. James still ignored him, but Percy didn't see that James was talking to the manager of the shunting yards. Percy wanted about to derail James, but he knew he would be in trouble with the fat controller. Percy stopped, and James soon moved so his cars could be moved. But first, Percy had to get into position. He spun around on the turntable for James to position the first car. Cars giggled and thought they could derail and make an accident, but James was going to be fooled. It had been a long time since he's had an accident in trucks, but he remembers a lot of accidents, especially when Thomas first arrived, and James envied that, because his accident with wooden brakes that caught on fire was in the first place of why Thomas got his own branch line. Percy was glad because Thomas had been sent his own branch line, and the bigger engines didn't want to fetch their own coaches. And James, Henry, and Gordon had gone on strike. James soon hopped away to go on the loop track. Percy wanted to go take a rest, and he soon hopped away. It was very quiet at the sheds. All the sheds were taken by other engines. Emily, Gator, Toby, Airy, and Henry were all in the sheds. Percy decided to go into a siding across from Skip. Skip was completely asleep, hoping to get a rest after a few days ago when the points had jammed at Napa. The points had been soon fixed. Florence Carlton was there too, chilling. And Percy soon went to sleep. Percy was sleeping until he heard a rumble, and James hopped by and soon went into a siding and went to sleep. Percy didn't say anything to James, and Percy soon remembered, "Oh no," he said, "I have to go do shunting at Natford. Well, coach duty." Every day at Natford, and little engines such as Thomas, Percy, Lady, Dash Bash, would do a thing called coach duty. It means the engines would push the cars. It means the engines would push the cars in two engines. So Percy was soon there, and then a few minutes later, Thomas came to collect Annie and Clevo. Duke was there, dropping off some flour from Toby's windmill. Percy said hello to Duke, but Duke didn't say anything. The flour was soon unloaded, and he soon hopped away back on Toby's grandstand. Thomas was there. Percy started envying the other engines, and he soon thought the engines were ignoring him. He soon coupled the coaches to Thomas, and Thomas didn't even peep or anything. But soon Thomas hopped through the teleporting tunnel. Thomas soon hopped through the teleporting tunnel to the shunting yards, and soon crossed tracks onto the main line, and soon hopped away. Percy was sad. He didn't want his best friend. He didn't think Thomas was his best friend. He didn't think anyone was his friend. Practically some of the engines have never been his friends. Practically some engines have never been his friends, but still. Soon, Percy was called to go help at the docks. Douglas was sitting in the siding when Percy came. "Hello," said Percy. Douglas just blinked at him for a greeting, and then Douglas moved his eyes and pointed towards the cars. "Oh," said Percy, "you want me to shunt them? Can't you get them yourself?" Douglas got an angry face. Okay, said Percy, and he spun around on the T-switch and soon hopped away to switch on the tracks. The nearest switch track was all the way at Vickerstown station, so but soon switched tracks and soon zoomed away through the Sodor Rescue Center. Douglas waited impatiently for his cars. Percy soon hooked up to them and soon was shunting them, but he wasn't concentrating, and then there was trouble. He bashed into Douglas. Douglas said, "Sorry," said Percy, and soon one of the workers uncoupled him. Douglas whistled and was soon hopped away up Gordon's Hill onto the suspension bridge. Percy was then told to get into the siding for Gordon to pass with the express. High-speed engine was also gone, so Gordon had extra coaches, and Gordon soon raced right. "Out of the way, express coming through!" And he soon zoomed away into the distance towards Vickerstown. Percy peeped, but Gordon didn't answer. "Aw," said Percy. It was soon in the night, and Thomas was doing a night train. Thomas was doing the night train. Percy then thought, "Who needs me?" he said. "Nobody knows me." And Percy soon hopped away. He sped down Gordon's Hill, past Douglas, who was doing a late goods train. Douglas didn't even recognize him since he was so tired. And Percy soon hopped into Brendam docks. There wasn't much activity going on. Cranky, he said, put me in Bolstroke. Wait, what? Why? Said Cranky. Just do it, said Percy. Then, so Cranky soon got the cars, and Cranky got the thing that was used to lift engines into the thing. Cranky soon swung it over Percy, and soon Percy was swinging high in the air. Man, Cranky said, man, this is what I've been known this when Gator was going to leave. Back when Gator first arrived in Sodor, a few days Gator had to leave, and Percy was going to run away from his problems. And Cranky had done the same thing, and Cranky soon lowered the thing. And Percy was soon on the boat. The thing was old and needed repair badly, and it creaked and croaked. But eventually, Percy was off. Percy was off. Percy was soon off. Cranky thought like 5 minutes later Berthold would be like coming back, but he didn't. Percy sailed to the mainland, and then there was High-Speed Engine waiting to be loaded onto a boat to get back onto Sodor. She had just come back from her overhaul, since Sodor didn't have any repair yard. High-Speed Engine gave Percy a wondering look. Percy told everything. Percy said that he ran away from Sodor.
Percy, why did you run away from Sodor?
Percy told High-Speed Engine all about the engines not noticing him or even like recognizing him or something like that.
Okay, but I don't see any point of running away if some engines didn't listen to you or like look at you. You are still a really useful engine,
said High-Speed Engine.
Come back to Sodor with me.
And Percy soon, after about 10 minutes, agreed. High-Speed Engine was soon loaded onto the boat, and he soon huffed away. And Gordon was coming with the Midnight Express, and also heard about High-Speed Engine coming back. Gordon soon huffed in. Harvey too had come. Harvey had come too. Harvey had come too. The engines, High-Speed Engine was soon dropped off, and then they stared in wonderment of why the heck was Percy on the thing. High-Speed Engine yelled,
Percy is back!
The end.